Alright, let's see if I'm streaming on. I should be live. We should be good. Let me make sure that I am streaming the right thing. I have not. Okay. Let's get on Moto. Let me see. It should be showing. Uh, it's displaying properly now. From what I understand, it's supposed to be automatic, but it's not automatic. Hmm. Let me think. Streamlabs is hard, guys. Streamlabs is hard to do. I may need to restart. I don't think I should have to restart the stream. Got the right monitor. Sounds coming through. Hmm. Should have paid attention in class when they were teaching me this. X versus. There we go. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Make sure the capture's going right. All right, we're good to go. Okay. What is up, everybody? Anybody who's out there, appreciate you joining in. My name's David, with with Southern Magic, and we're going to be playing some Red Black Vampires today. If you guys tuned in last time, you'll know that we are 5-0'd with the similar list we called Pizza Hut Vampires because it's nice and spicy. Mm. But we're going to try out a couple new things here. We took this to a couple of RCQs this week, last weekend. We top aided one, and got pretty unlucky in one of the other ones, but it performed pretty well besides the unlucky draws. So outside of the normal vampire show between Sworn, Fate, and Ripper, and the mid-range package of Bloodtop Harvester and Fable, we have a couple of cards that aren't often seen in the main deck. Mostly Blot Out. Blot Out is a fantastic card, but we're going to be playing it in the main deck because we're hoping to see a lot of vampires and a lot of other things that it is very, very good against. Every time I have it in my sideboard, I usually just board it in anyway, so we're going to try it in the main deck. Another thing that we're also doing that's different from the other lists is we had Shield's Edict in the main deck. Uh, I decided that we didn't need both Blot Out and Shield's Edict, and we'd rather have like some more targeted removal at the 2 mana slot. So I'll go ahead and put it and go for the Throat and Heartless Act. But we still got Henrika. If you don't remember from last time, like every time we saw this card, we won the game. So we're going to be running her back, and she pretty much did the same thing when we were playing RCQs. It's very good. All the modes are very relevant. Having opponent sacrifice creatures, good against Fane Ripper. Draw a card, lose a life, just good card advantage. And then the 3/4 lifelink Death Touch Flying Body is very good in this format, especially playing against Slick Shot Show Offs. It blocks Vane Ripper, blocks pretty much everything in Phoenix, and gains a lot of life at the boot. And then our long game plan, and if we're getting rid of our Vein Rippers and killing our stuff, then we're going to bring them back with Queensbay Paladin. Queensbay Paladin showed out very well, usually in the mirror match and in the longer games, because you really just, most of the games that you're going to be winning are going to be getting Vein Ripper out. So if you can have two more copies of Vein Ripper in the main deck, then, why wouldn't you? All right, and a couple different things in the sideboard as well. We're going to be testing out Collective Brutality over Duress. Not to say that it's going to be perfect, but I think the sideboard, the way we're sideboarding against some of the more aggressive decks like Mono Red and Gruul and Heroic, I think that this card would be a pretty good addition. Just being able to kill a creature, gain life if I need to, and being able to take an instant sorcery out of the hand, which is very good against, like I said, stuff like Mono Red. And also Amalia as well, being able to take their their collected companies and quarter callings, things like that. Uh, and then another card that we are playing that we didn't play before is Culligan's Command in place of the second Liliana. I feel like we need some more artifact removal. Red Black is starting to play more Reckoner Bankbusters out of the board to like face off against a mirror match. It's not quite how I want it to face the mirror match, but we are going to respect it because it is very good. There's also a few other artifact centric decks. There's a new Collector's Cage style decks that have started popping up, and those are seem pretty interesting. I want to be a little bit prepared for those because they seem that they can just like pretty much go turn three, get their collector's cage, get a bunch of creatures out, and then just put out a super powerful card with the hideaway. So we're going to respect it, and we're going to play the Colorless Band, and we're going to see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and go in. Play a Pioneer League. We're going to use our points for it, so we're not wasting too much. All right. Yes. Let's get it started. It's going a lot smoother than the first time that I tried to stream. First time I tried to stream, I've had like a just my personal laptop and everything, but thanks to my friends with Southern Magic, we were able to get me way better setup, and hopefully it's going to improve a whole lot more. So we're going to test this out. This is pretty much just a test run, so I haven't really put it out to anybody that I'm going to be doing this stream. But if you're here, welcome, and hope you stay along for the ride, and hope you guys give me some tips and everything. Oh, hey, how's it going, Con Vermin? Did you do an RCQs this week? Yes, yes, I did. Like I said before that I did two RCQs, one in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and one in Nashville, Tennessee. Shelbyville, Tennessee didn't go super well. I went 1 in 3 out of 5 rounds. Uh, yes, I will be on the play. But we had some bad beats in that one. But the Tennessee one went super well. It was a 38 person tournament. Played the same, pretty much ran the same 75 back. We're going to be keeping this. This is a good, pretty solid hand. For most of the things that are in the format, we got a turn one play, you could turn two play. So we're just going to start out with this. See what they do. Take stuff off. But yeah, the Nashville event, we top eight it, lost to Mono Red in the top eight. We also did, you know, had a had a few bad draws with lands. I got stuck on a two lander in game three, so did not feel great. All right, we're gonna come over on my side. All right, well we're just gonna go ahead and play the Harvester here. Pretty normal play so far. Hoping to get another land so that we can kind of at least keep our tempo or keep our plays going. For the most part, we really want to draw our lands and be able to play our spells against this deck. Oh, appreciate it a lot. Yeah, the top eight was it was a pretty hard fought top eight. The deck performed pretty well. The only loss to the person in the undefeated slot at the last in the Swiss rounds. So I was able to go for 1 and 1 to draw in. All right, yep, our guy's dead. Sweet, and we have a land. And I think I'm going to play this untapped, just so I'll be able to hold up the Fatal Push. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, there's always another weekend, always another game to play. You pretty much just take, you got to take the lessons that you learned from the RCQ and learned from the previous tournament and kind of roll with them. Oh, they have all the removal spells. That's why in the sideboard we cut a lot of these. So they're not playing a lot of creatures here. So I think I'm going to actually use a blood so that we can continue to make our plays. Thinking of going with Fatal Push here, so we can like have a blood. I kind of want to have pulled blood up just so that we can hopefully catch a Phoenix with it, so that we can permanently get rid of one. Opponent doesn't have too many crazy plays. They have been holding up that blue mana for a little bit. Castle Lochlane also like a new addition to this deck. We weren't playing it before, but we are. I added in Urborg to make all of my land swamps, including the Mutavaults. See, here we go, the Phoenix. I had a feeling that they were going to get this sooner or later. So we're gonna let this hit. Okay, okay. We'll allow it to hit so that we can blot out. We're just gonna do it now so that they can't kill their Phoenix in response. You know what? We're gonna play this tap because we have Vein Ripper next turn, and we're gonna see if they have an answer for it. Con Vermin, if you're still there, would you play last weekend or for your last RCQ? Thoughtseize. So let's go in, get in there with the kicks. They're holding up mana. There's some of these versions that actually play Jiraiya Disruption. I'm not sure if it's in his list, but we are going to just put that brick in his face. Alright, what you gonna do with it, bud? Alright, sweet. Well, you got it halfway there. Okay, but they have 4 cards in hand. They haven't been playing anything though. I wonder what they're maybe they're holding spells in order to rattle off. Usually they've been rattling something. Oh, you played Quintorius Combo? Oh, that deck is sweet. Oh no. Alright, so they've got Phoenix and they most likely have Lightning Axe to get rid of my Vein Ripper, but we are at least going to take a good bit of advantage from them. A 3-for-1. It's not bad. Lightning Axe, triggered a ward. Yeah, that Quintorius deck is interesting. I think I played it today on Arena, and let's see, they pitched a Lightning Axe for it. Yeah, let me know if the sounds are a little loud. They are blaring in my eardrums right now. Another land. Let's just first see what they have for their, let's see what they're working with the rest of their hand. If we can snipe a... Here we go. Sniping the Treasure Cruise. Ah, they were trying to, like, completely refill their hand with Galvanic Treasure Cruise. That would have been super annoying. I should have left the Castle Lockvein up as well. I don't in particularly care about Galvanic Iteration. I think I may hold this for something more usable. Let's see, they are 3 mana away from activating this card. Activating the Hall of the Storm Giants. It's that thing you have to watch this card because I feel like this thing can just like kill you out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay, Mutavault. At least it gives us another threat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see what they got off the Thoughtseize. Let's see what they got off their draw. If they use anything worthwhile. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is just so far away from being a good card that I'm tempted to just let them have it. And just simply take Galvanic Iteration. Just so they can't double spell like a draw spell or anything. We did just play that. Do we want to... It's possible that we could draw. Maybe draw a 2-drop to play. And you know what? I'm feeling froggy, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Drew land. Okay. We've got a lot of land in this game. Oh, okay, sweet. Alright. Well, I'm glad because I had set up the desktop volume in order to play it through, but honestly, you probably don't even need it. They're just audio cues for me at this point. Tap into, okay, flashing back, Galvanic Iteration. Did they get the Treasure Cruise? Show it to me, opponent. Yeah, I'm sure they're typing their cards out. Gross. Alright. So they have 7 grip right now. It's not looking great now. Not looking amazing. They most likely found an untapped source, and I think that they just need to play one more land or one more spell in order to turn their Arclight Phoenix on. Yep. Consider. Yep. Getting the Phoenix. Now with 6 cards in hand, Phoenix is looking rough. I'm not too hype about killing this thing, so I don't think I will. I'm just going to take the damage. I want to use like our Go for the Throat for an actual card that will trade fairly. Another Thoughtseize. Well, we're gonna play the land. Uh, 5 life. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and Thoughtseize, just because I'm sure that whatever they have is going to be super dangerous anyways. Uh, Temporal Trespass may be the most powerful thing, but there's also Picklock Prankster. It's very hard to beat too. Mm, it's hard to say which one is worse. I think temporal trespass right now, just because it will just simply kill us. Uh, I guess I might as well. There's a point where I could have just attacked, but I think I'm gonna hold back for Hall of the Storm Giants. All right, Shredder. Mm-hmm. Free the Fae. Have you made up? Have you made up your mind on what you're gonna play in Dallas? Oh man, Dallas. That's an interesting one. I don't rightly know right now. The Pro Tour was pretty illuminating. Lots of different decks that we kind of knew about, but very different cards being ran in them. The 4 color Legends deck seems interesting. It seems like a very good deck. It's my turn. Wasting time. But there's also Golgari. Golgari is like very close to like the type of deck that I'm used to playing. Uh, just a fair mid-range deck. Uh, Hopefully we'll see some more developments as the standard metagames start to shape out. We've still got like basically a whole month of pretty much people playing whatever they want, depending on what's popular. But standard is kind of like a metagame call, honestly. Like where you could choose whatever deck you choose. I guess besides maybe Esper, like you can have like a pretty good metagame call against other decks, depending on if Control is more popular. If I'll just go ahead and concede to him at this point. This is a pretty rough one. 17 minutes. Mm. All right, so sideboard. We're gonna bring in Collective Brutalities. Bring in our Graveyard Hate with Leyline and the Ashiok Dream Eater. And then, surprisingly, like I said, we're going to take out all of these 2 drops because we're expecting this game to go pretty long, and these 2 drops are very mediocre after a while. So we're going to stick with like our higher end threats that are a lot harder to answer. And then our removal, because usually out of the sideboard they are going to be bringing in Drakes and bringing in young Pyromancers, stuff of that nature. So we are just going to be in it for the long haul, and hopefully we're able to get there. Green black is good. Uh, your favorite in the mid-range mirrors and beat up on the convoked matchup. Yeah, that's very true. not playing Rest in Peace. I feel like maybe whatever deck I play, I might want to have Rest in Peace in it for the land decks and the legend decks because they're abused the graveyard really, really heavily, and the Rest in Peace shuts that stuff down like pretty much perfectly. I don't think there's any other better graveyard removal in standard besides those two. I guess unlicensed hearse is okay, but like at a certain point, those decks fill up the graveyard so fast that it's hard to really keep up with it unless you have Rest in Peace. And plus they also have like death triggers that also make things annoying. So I'm not too sure right now. I haven't taken a crazy hard look at the standard metagame besides the Pro Tour. But the new cards do seem very good, so we're gonna be on the play. We have all of our sideboard cards in order, so we're gonna, yeah, just go ahead and keep this. Just never let them have a graveyard. Yeah, we'll start off with the ley line. Okay, so we'll play Blackcleave Cliffs and pass. I think next turn I'm just going to fire off the Collective Brutality to take whatever spell they have in their hand. Usually, if you're able to keep these guys off spells, then it's you're gonna be in a pretty good position. Queensbay Paladin, not the best right now. I could wait to get a vampire, like get a Vein Ripper to be able to discard to the Collective Brutality, but I don't think I will next turn as Picklock Prankster or Shredder. You're gonna be the plays that are most impactful. Uh, we'll go ahead and fire it off though. Take an instant sorcery out of the hand. Bad duress. Yeah, having this card instead of duress is there's some highs and lows to it. Uh, Obviously it's gonna be better against like mid-range style decks that use more spells. Yeah, see, they do have Young Pyromancer in hand. It may have been beneficial to just keep this instead of firing it off to use on the Young Pyromancer. So we may get punished by that. But I think the most impactful card is probably going to be Sleight of Hand, so we will go ahead and take it. Could just fire off one of their 2 drops here. Looks like they're going to. Alright, Ledger Shredder. We get a land. You know what we are going to do? We are actually going to play our Ashiok. So what Ashiok can do is we can mill ourselves, and then we don't have to exile our graveyard. It is target player mills himself, and then you exile each opponent's graveyard. So we can mill ourselves, mill something to hit off of the Queensbay Paladin, and then be in a phenomenal position. Yep, and we got the Vein Ripper. So that's perfect. We're gonna have time to turn all of this stuff on very, very, very soon. Alright, Young Pyromancer. Okay. Unfortunately, this young Pyromancer is going to make a few tokens for them. Let's see. They don't have Shredder. They still have Impulse. They played their land, young Pyromancer, and the Opt. Hitting down my Ashiok. Sure. Ashiok is not long for this world. Another land. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? We're just going to mill our graveyard again. And maybe we can hit more vampires. We hit another Vein Ripper. Okay, so now, if we are able to hold on to the Queensbay Paladin for a turn cycle, then we're able to play it, get the Vein Ripper, and then attack and get the other Vein Ripper from the graveyard. So that's going to be perfect. Man, thanks, Coffee. Thanks, Coffee Money, for the tier 1, man. Uh, I promise you I'll get you your money soon. I forgot to pay you for the Moto subscription. Birds versus bats. I wish I had some bats at this point in the game. Soaring. Soren, 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 Soren. So the question is, do I want to play Soren, or do I just want to play Queensbay Paladin? Um, that is interesting. If they have, because depending on, so we know they have Fiery Impulse and Consider. It depends on what counter magic they could possibly draw. We can play around a Spell Pierce. Can't play as well around stuff like Disdainful Stroke or something like that. So I think because this plays around both Spell Pierce and Disdainful Stroke, mm, sure. Okay, and we will minus. Play the guy. Do the guy things. Get the Ripper back. Lose 6 life, which between the Soren and the Vein Ripper, we're definitely going to recoup that life. Now, it does come back with a finality counter, so when this dies, it is going to be exiled, so we can't constantly get shit back. Yeah, I know it is dirty. That's why I like this card. This card's great. It's such good top end. With all these tokens that he's making, it is going to be rough because he is going to have plenty to sacrifice to the lightning axe or to the ward. Yeah, things are looking rough in the second game. Note to self, we may need to just remember to keep the possible to keep the collective brutality until we absolutely need to fire it off. Uh, hopefully he's not finding his lightning axes so that we can go ahead and plus it with the Soren, plus Vein Ripper with Soren, and then be able to get another Vein Ripper from the Queensbay Paladin. Alright. Getting more and more things. Galvanic Iteration. Okay. Hmm. Is it possible that he has Lightning Axe, just double Lightning Axe? he's gonna use iteration to get both. We're not gonna be in a great spot if he does that. So Fiery Impulse. Sure. Just targeting a Vein Ripper. I don't think that's going to work the way you want it to, opponent, because you don't have Spell Mastery. So I'm gonna make you sack your stuff, and then this Sorin or the Vein Ripper is gonna have just a couple points of damage on it, and it will survive at 1. So you can attack into my Sorin and get rid of it if you want to. Okay. So I think he realized it too late that he might have fumbled the bag on that one. What do you attack? Could attack with the Ledger Shredder still. Interesting. So you're gonna attack with me there and then attack the Shredder. That is fine. I'm just gonna kill 2 of these things here. Fortunately, won't be able to recoup the... Well, actually, this isn't... Yeah, we're just gonna recoup this life here instantly. Sweetie, what's up, man? Practicing versus... Wow, man. I wouldn't say this guy's a bot necessarily. Yeah, not a bot necessarily, but we are not looking great either. Hmm. I think that we're just gonna play this land, and we're gonna get in there with the Queensbay Paladin. If he chooses to block with everything, he can't. Right? No, actually, he can't block. I don't think he can block with anything. If we attack with everything, because Queensbay is going to get the other Vein Ripper from Grave. Okay. So now we'll have another Vein Ripper out. I'll be at 8. He'll block. Sure. Double trigger. I will recoup my life that I lost from that. I'll be at 12 to his 4. Can't just fling something at him, so I'll pass to him. But he also can't kill my stuff. Yep, there we go. Alright. Leyline steals. Leyline that's why we bring it in, man. Like, there's as much as I don't, am not a huge fan of Leyline. There's just no better answer against this Phoenix deck, just because you have to make sure to get rid of all their stuff immediately. Not even Ashiok as that good against this deck when you absolutely need to. It just refills the graveyard so fast. So you gotta have it. Luckily, we had pretty much everything there. For a while, didn't actually have a way to win, but you know, Queensbay Paladin did its job. So we're gonna run back. Hopefully, play actual, not wait until turn 5 to play actual cards. But that is the game plan, honestly. Like, we're just going to take it into the long game. And just get rid of, make sure to kill all of their very threatening stuff. Young Pyromancer look pretty scary there. Chris, are y'all playing Warzone now? Are you just tuning in for a little bit? Have you ranked up yet? Are y'all Crimson? Without me there, I'm sure you guys have been getting SR like crazy. Okay, double Leyline and turn 3 Vein Ripper. We will keep this. Yep. Make sure I press keep. Alright, opponent. You can't just simply bounce your way out of this one. And it's questionable, do I even play the other one? Yeah, sure. Because they are gonna have Brazen Borrower that can bounce one of these. So we'll just play both. And they're on a Molda 6. So that's even better for us. Technically on a Molda 5 ourselves, but pushing ahead. But we got our ley lines in our turn 3 Sorin and even a Fable. So we're gonna be sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Turn 2. Alright, into Shredder. Alright, so we got the third land. So now it's just a fact of just waiting. Get in there with the kicks. Ah! Alright, taking one. Being the 19. Okay, well we're hitting our lands, which is good. It will allow us to play our stuff later. Do we lead Fable and eat a push? I mean, we've got two Vein Rippers. These Vein Rippers are going to collect dust in hand after a while, so I think we just want to lead off. If they want to, if they eat a Sorin with this, then I'm gonna be happy. Partly I'd rather have Fable resolve because it's just going to provide us with just more advantage. Okay, so they're opting, trying to find their spell pierce. Are they lucky? Luckier than me? Alright. No, I do not have the mana, Moto. Please. Don't waste my time. I do have 10. We have 10 minutes, but yeah. Yeah, so Soren is literally just show and tell. Like we're just using it to get the Vein Ripper out at this point. Uh, and if we waste their resources doing that, then I'm perfectly happy with it. And Ashiok. Ooh. I guess I got scared of our Queensbay Paladin. So we're gonna put in the Ashiok. Well, good job drawing your sideboard cards, opponent. It's very good. Unfortunately, that will not help you in this spot. Boop, boop, boop. Sorin. Le Ripper. I've actually not done this on Moto myself, so I'm hoping not to mix click anything. So now the ball's in his court. Got 3 cards in exile. One of the things we're probably scared of the most, so he is discarding a Consider. Alright, trigger the Ripper. Sack your guy. Very well. I'm perfectly fine with that. And unfortunately, it does not die due to the ley line, so we don't drain them for 2. Okay. And exiling it with Ashiok, which is fair. Hmm. Very good. Maybe possible. You know what? I'm going to play the Fable first in case they have another Spell Pierce. And then we're going to animate the Mutavault and attack. We'll just attack the Ashiok just to get them down on cards. And we will plus. And on this. This will attack your Ashiok. Yeah, just in case we do want to use our graveyard eventually. Keep thinking. Thinking. Alright, well, no lands. No walls. Let's go. Push. Uh, do we get rid of this push here? Ledger Shredder's a having an answer to a what's it called here is very important. Drake, Crackling Drake. Crackling Drake is the way we normally lose these games. So you know what? I'm going to keep my interaction, honestly. And we'll do the same thing as before. We have our win cons, so we're not thirsty for those. Animate. Plus, do you have... He can't fire impulse because he has no graveyard, so he's got a lightning exit if he wants to kill it. Unfortunate. So you'd pitch the Spire Bluff Canal to do that. I am fine with you two for winning yourself for this. Dex. Okay. So opponent's got one card in hand. We've got double Fable out. I am not going to jinx myself by saying we can still. We're pretty much in the driver's seat. Another Sorin. Yeah, we can pitch the Sorin now. Because one of the ways that they can get back is getting a red source and playing Brotherhood's End or a card like it. Uh, mm, yeah, I am going to continue to hold up my card advantage. Let's play. Keep our vampires uncounterable. We'll plus on a shaman so we can get the lifelink off that. Okay. And we're pretty much winning the game in the next two turns, because we're gonna have double Kiki Jiki out. So unless our opponent finds something to handle that, then it is going to be GG's. And they're just simply not drawing lands at this point. Alright. Flip. Go ahead and play. And attack. I should have plus with Sorin there, but that's alright. I guess I can always plus on the Mutavolt. A petty theft on the Goblin Shaman. Interesting. Okay. Makes me think he has interaction for the Reflector? No, apparently not. Because it is auto passing. Well, tapped land. Alright. Effect. Would you like to do anything? That is it. Alright. So that is match one. Draw it up on the board. 1W, baby. Let's go. Go and add it to this record here. Nice. Is that automatically done? I wonder if this is automatically done. Maybe not. I don't know. I won't worry about it. We're gonna plow ahead. Go into the next one. So yeah, that's how you beat Phoenix, guys. You just keep control of their graveyard, kill their stuff, and overwhelm them with card advantage. Like I said, you don't really need your 2 drops for it. Like I'm happy to cut my 2 drops out of the sideboard. Oh, we have the plugin for it. Oh, okay, okay. All right, I see, Caleb. Yeah, we're going to. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna keep track of that. All right, so, oh, we got Ripper, Ripper Soren, and then we even have a backup plan with Fable and Queensbay Paladin. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this. We unfortunately, unless we draw another black source, I'm not sure if I want to another Phoenix deck. I'm not sure if I want to turn one play Thoughtseize. Hmm. Because I do want to make sure to get my red for Fable. So I think I'm actually going to play this tapped and pass. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to remember. I'll have to remember to reset up some of this stuff so that it actually looks right. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's this deck. Oh, we might be dead game one. Oh man, and they got the Darksteel Citadel as well. Oh, well, if we see the Insole, if y'all don't know, this is Insole Artifact dot deck. They're going to just make an indestructible 5/5 or 4/4 and just kill me with it on the back of it. All right, well, we got our red for that. I'm gonna start off with Thoughtseize, just to hopefully snag their Spell Pierce. Well, that's possible they could have had the Spell Pierce turn 1 already. It seems that though they were probably holding up for it the whole time. So we're just gonna play our Lightning Pass, and then okay. Thankfully they didn't have the Insult artifact. They're just getting in there with the Beaumont Carrier. Mm. Cave of the Finch Falcon. Okay, so let's see. It is solved because they have 3 artifacts. So now they'll be able to activate it and put 4 counters on target non-creature artifacts. So they can animate their Darksteel Citadel with that. So that's going to be annoying next turn. But they do need to have another land in order to actually attack with it. So that is a plus side. So we're going to go ahead and play this. Go ahead and get in there with the Ripper if they allow it to resolve. They've just been, nope, they have not been sandbagging that, another Spell Pierce. Alright, on to Ripper. Even if they get rid of the Ripper here, we are able to get it back with Queensbay Paladin, so that's even better. You don't have to fear too much. We have Blot Out in the main deck, which is going to be our only answer to this. If they animate this Darksteel Citadel. But we do have to get rid of everything else on the battlefield in order to do that. Its Fane Ripper is good for making people sack their stuff, so that's actually not going to be too bad. So 4 cards in hand. The Beaumont Carrier is going to eventually refill their hand with some goodies. Sure, they're just thinking about a way to get around the Ripper. Alright, towards the Tower of the Soren. Good start. I can't gain a absurd ton of life. So it seems like they're just going to hold up the Darksteel transformation. I think I'm just going to attack with the Vein Ripper. And then play, you know what, let's play Fable first. I do have to pick myself for it. Okay. But we're going to try and end this game. Ripper. Attack. Yes. So we'll animate that. Sure. Oh, and it has flying. Interesting. Interesting. So now that's an even more awkward spot than I thought. Because this Fade Ripper's not going to get in for a ton of damage. Alright, Torch the Tower, and it exiles it so I don't gain that life. I like Torch the Tower. Torch the Tower we have in our sideboard as well. I think this is a good format for Torch the Tower right now. Like, cleanly gets rid of stuff in Amalia, and is just a good, efficient removal spell. Have a lot of tokens and shaft in order to sack to the bargain, usually. Alright, so 3 cards. Another Fable. Okay. So, yes, we're gonna pitch these 2 lands here. We get something. Okay. So we got a broom. We're gonna go ahead and just play our cards out. Is there any point to attacking? I don't think there is. Uh, one good thing we can do is that we now have like a little bit of an outlet if they try and start killing stuff. To start to recycle this Bloodtop Harvester back if we need to. Uh, okay, going to 15. Uh, and I will just simply pass. Because I can't attack past the Darksteel Citadel, and there's no point to. Bloodtop, I guess you know what, we've got Bloodtop Harvester. That's a way that's going to get us out of the out of this little jam that we've got with the Darksteel Citadel. Because we just need one more blood in order to sack it. And Fable's going to flip eventually. Well, and yeah, next turn. And then the turn after that, we were able to start copying this. Boo, boo! He read my mind. I don't have a way to just kill it, unfortunately, so it is going to get exiled. Yeah, these Torch Towers, man. Oh, they've actually been a lot better than I thought they would be in this game. Well, obviously they are just doing that just to, yeah, sack and draw 7 cards. Okay, put them to 11, and just simply going to try and find their outs at this point. Oh. Uh, Enrica. No. So let's see. Henrica's pretty solid here. With Henrica, we can make them start sacrificing stuff. Huh. One thing that unfortunately, we can't make them get rid of an Epicure. Uh, yeah. So let's just go ahead and play it. And I think what I'm going to do is, no, I don't want to animate, right? Could just sack the Goblin Shaman, make them sacrifice something, and then take a ton of damage from it. I think I'm with that. Alright, I'll have us. And I don't really care to transform it while he's got the Darksteel on the battlefield. Hoping to get rid of that. I could also just draw a card as well, and hopefully find a removal to get rid of the Epicure. It is a little hard to say. I think I'm actually just going to draw. And then hopefully find removal for this thing. Sure. Okay. Alright. Another Epicure. Take another damage. A Shrapnel Blast on this thing. Okay. Well, we'll trigger the ward. Yeah, so sack its thing. It will take 5. Trigger. Get to 6. And I think that we might actually still have this game. A Smuggler's Copter. I think we definitely have this game now. Because now we can simply, let's see if we draw land. It's a tapped land, but whatever. We'll get this thing back, but we are going to simply get the guy back with Queen's Bay. Use Henrika to have us both sacrifice a creature, and then I can attack with the Goblin Shaman to give me another give me a treasure token, and then use the treasure for the Kiki Chiki. All right, swear. I just needed to read our cards. We didn't even have to type through it all. Okay. All right. So this one's a little intro. I think I just board. I mean, I'll have to refer to my sideboard guide for this one actually. Uh, because of the way this deck works, I think the way I redid my sideboard guide for this event, for this matchup in particular, we're gonna bring in our Collective Brutalities because this can actually hit like their burn spells and Shrapnel Blast and stuff like that. Legion's End and Liliana. This was one of the reasons why I'm actually playing Legion's End, because Legion's End can exile the Darksteel Citadel, and then it'll also exile all copies of that card. So even if it's just a land, they have another land of a Darksteel Citadel on the field or in hand, I'm able to take all copies of it. We're gonna go with Gix's Command, and then Torch the Tower, and Kolagon's Command. And now to sideboard out. We're gonna sideboard out the Thought Seizes. Not that it won't be great, but we don't want to sacrifice that much life. The Zealots, kind of for the same reason, and then Queen's Bay Paladin. Just everything that kind of just costs me life in order to do stuff. We want to try and maintain our life total, and the stuff that we're kind of trading with this isn't super on par. Uh, let's see. It looks good, so we're gonna run it. I'm actually amazed we got that for hand that this matchup is honestly super rough most of the time, so I'm actually happy we got game one of that matchup, and we doing the thing. All right, we'll keep. Perfect. And we have our own Towards the Tower opponent. Wonder if it's going to be actually as worthwhile as his were, because his were incidentally phenomenal. And we have the backup Sorin in case they have the Spell Pierce for the first one. And this deck probably had brought in, I forget the name of the card. Help me out, chat. The name of the 3 mana counter spell that has improvise, that mana leaks. Uh, Don't care. Do I care about killing this? It gets stuff off the board for Vein Ripper, so we are just gonna go ahead and get rid of this thing. Hmm. Legion's End. We'll play the Blood Tithe Harvester. And this is going to kind of do the same thing, just make sure we keep them clear of creatures so they can't sack to the Vein Ripper ward. They have the Darksteel. And they have the Ensoul Artifact. How am I supposed to feel about this, guys? And he's holding up a mana. Seems to me like he's holding up Spell Pierce. Hmm. I may want to just run it out anyways. Just to say if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, then, fuck you. And then we'll kind of hold the Legion's End as like a just in case, especially for when he's tapped out. Because Legion End may actually be more important than that card. Soren. Alright. Counter. No, I will not. No. Uh, do I think we can afford to take damage? I think we can afford to take some damage from the Citadel, so we will do so. Just get in there for a little bit. Another land. NT. Ooh, NT's good stuff. Alright, is he going to discard to put a counter on it? No real reason to. Yeah. Unless he didn't like the cards in hand. So we'll take this. That is fine. I'm kind of wondering if I want to kill the NT first. Another goddamn Vein Ripper. Do I want to? I guess let's see if the Sorin resolves first. Because we are just going to keep jamming this thing until we beat our opponent into submission. Will not pay for it. No. Alright, well, they paid for it. So we're just going to go ahead and kill the NT here. And that will be fine. Again, we are okay. Hopefully, unless they just have like double Shrapnel Blast. You do have to be careful of that card. That card will just kill us. Yeah, opponent's just kind of tempoing me out here. We're gonna take this, go to 8. And then he's gonna play that tapped. And then he's gonna actually play a card. Go to getting that to hand. Okay, that's good for us. That is actual good for us. So an Urborg. Hmm. Unfortunately, I may have to just Legion's End this thing. Because we just take another hit. And then we'll be in a bad spot. So we can't just do that. Yeah, they have the Shrapnel Blast. I had a feeling they're kind of sandbagging it. So they have one Shrapnel Blast they can send off. So we'll just go ahead and hopefully they don't just play a land here. Okay, Spyglass Siren. Okay. They can't explore onto this thing once. And they reveal a Shivan Reef. Okay. It's a little unfortunate for us. I think that I want to go ahead and use this blood Let's get rid of the Fable here. Hopefully draw a Fatal Push. Did not draw a Fatal Push. We drew it now, which is excellent. So I can... what we can do is just play the Vein Ripper. I'll play this on the red side, so I'm not paying any more life for that. Tap, tap, uh, tap for red. And we Sorin, and then we minus. Put in the Vein Ripper. And then when he tries to Shrapnel Blast it, we can kill the Spyglass Siren in response. Yep, there we go. Kill Siren in response, so he cannot pay for the ward. Alright, so that gives us some life to work with. This is going to be super important. So now he, as far as I know, he won't have a way to get rid of the Vein Ripper right away. He's just going to be able to play this Giganta. Alright. Played the Giganta here. And alright, we get a Fable. So let's just go ahead and you have to always make sure to do Vein Ripper math. You got to make sure that you can't just kill him in this turn. So you can't, because normally with you got to remember with Sorin you can plus him or just sack a vampire to deal 3 directly to anything, take lightning helix anything, and that's effectively 5 damage with the Vein Ripper. So you want to make sure that you just don't have them dead with that. I don't believe I do, so we will just go ahead and play this. Alright, so now it's even better because it is out of range of Shrapnel Blast. So usually we are going to be sitting pretty with this. And then we just, block the Giganta because I assume that he's going to be trying to attack Sorin here. Yep, so he's going to attack Sorin. I will block it. I don't think that there's any way that this punishes me too bad. Alright, and then we have them dead on this turn. Yep, and that's all she wrote. Okay, chat, I'm gonna be right back. Second. All right, we're back, guys. We're back. We're back. Oh, dude, Target, man, thanks for the raid. 14 people. What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing? How was Lorcana? Um, oh, I I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that God hates you. Uh, yeah. But hey, welcome guys. We are in the middle of this league. We're 2-0 in this league so far. With the out Pizza the Hut Vampires. We played against, is it Phoenix and is it Soul Artifact? So we're just playing red blue all day long. Yeah, we're winning. We're doing good. We're gonna hopefully continue on. Pizza the Hut. We've changed up the brew, changed it up a little bit from the weekend. The brew that we played 5-0 last week is what I played at the RCQs, minus like a couple cards. And we did top eight, one of them, one of the RCQs we played. Didn't do so well in the other one, but we have adjusted a deck, and hopefully the adjustments are going to make it work a little bit better against what's out there. Uh, just changed up a couple numbers, added a few things, and hopefully we'll. So far, it's been working well, but we have been playing against kind of the stuff that we were expecting to. As far as Phoenix, is it Insult Artifact's always good to beat? Honestly, that's a kind of a bad matchup. The PC is going well. It's going good. It's going good. Everything's been running smoothly. I'm actually able to like play Arena on the ultra definition now, so it looks super crisp. So I can't wait to stream that as well because it looks so good. Uh, I think I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow for a another graphics card. Maybe it's like a 3000 something to 3000 series. Just start looking at what I can do to make it run a little bit better because eventually I do kind of want to. I'm thinking about playing Warzone on this. I do like playing it on my PS5. So, uh, all right, we're on to play. A 3060. Yeah, I was thinking a 3060 too. That's what people have been telling me between like 30, 60, 70, or 80. I don't think I need a fucking 3090. I'm not like trying to mine Ethereum in 2020. This is not great. So we are on to play. So we need our land. So we're gonna mulligan this. This is fine. Keeping this. We are playing against a Yorion deck. So it may possibly be Niftalite. In which case we don't really need our removal right away. So I think that we can put this back for now. And then hope for the best because this is also a bad matchup. Let's go ahead and hit the Thoughtseize. See what we can take here. Yep, it is Bring to Light. So. I think the most dangerous card here right now may be Fable and Mirror Breaker. Hopefully we'll find another Thoughtseize for way to answer the Bring to Light. Hopefully just find a way to just kill them before I have to deal with it. So yep, yeah, it is Niv. But we are gonna take the Fable here. Take note of what's in his hands, what he has access to. But this is gonna be a tough one. This is not a great matchup usually. Uh, one time I played it this weekend, I actually did beat it out of pure luck, but he was also running like an elemental version of it, which I don't think is usually stock. So some of the stuff that's usually you do not want to see Fatal Push here. It is not great. Alright, the other tap land, okay. And so far, alright. Guess we let's play the black. Cleave Cliffs, there's a reason we may just wanna, we may possibly wanna play Castle so that we're able to activate it, or even play Mutavault. I don't think we want to play Mutavault now that he has access to. Is this the yeah Plain Swamp and yeah now that he has access to Lightning Helix. So you know what? We're gonna do this out of order a little bit. Normally, I think I'd want to play the Cliffs, but I think I'm gonna go with the Castle Lockbane here so we can activate it next turn. Uh, you think that we're gonna get done with this game that quickly for game two? You surely underestimate me. I am in minute 22 and my opponent's in minute 24. So we did draw the Blood Cliffs, or Blood Crypt, but we're not actually drawing any meat. So let's just go ahead and get in there with Dust Legion Zealot again. They currently are getting up there with their cards. I was hoping to get a Sorin off of the top of the deck so we can get this chain Vein Ripper in earlier. Okay, and now we've got to deal with the up to Beanstalk. This is going to be a pretty hard card to beat. Alright, but let's castle. I'm gonna lose 5, go to 12, draw another Mutavault, and a Blood-Out. Well, Blood-Out will at least kill Valky or Tibalt, the 7 mana Tibalt, if they try to cheat that out. So that's not nothing. So we'll go ahead and play Blackcleave Cliffs here and just get in there with the kicks with Dust Legion Zealot. Maybe looking at maybe trying to go into game two. Another Beanstalk. Yeah, that is rough to see. If Bring to Light wasn't bad enough, then the Beanstalk is definitely real bad. Do I go to 6? I think I do, honestly. I'm just going to try and get more card advantage. My life total is not really going to be relevant in this game. So I'll go ahead and attack with Dusk Legion first, I think. Sure. And the opponent still does have Extinction Event in hand, so I'm not thrilled about running out my Vein Ripper into it. I think what I want to do is play this Mutavault, and then just play a Blood Tithe Harvester, and try and cycle through some of the lands here. I'm not going to be looking to activate that card that often. Might just go ahead and fire this off now. Yeah, let's kind of see if we can't find a Fable. That's something. It's not great. It's going to Lightning Helix me. Do they just have the? Do you have double Helix? Remember when I said that my life total didn't matter in this game, chat? Mm, well, we're going to lose this game anyway, so I'll just let them have it. It's very good. Very good. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, they have an 80 card deck compared to a 60 card deck, so double Lightning Helix in their hand is pretty unfortunate. But we're going to plow ahead. Let me go ahead and refer to my sideboard guide. So in this case, I'm going to be bringing in Collective Brutality. What was that sound? What is happening? Oh, okay, never mind. I guess they're ready. We're going to be bringing in Collective Brutality, the Liliana, the King's Command. They have creatures. We can get a 2-for-1 out of it. That's the great thing about this card. It's like it's not just against aggro decks and against a mirror match. There's any mid-range matchup, it's usually pretty good. You can usually get a 2 or 3 for 1 out of the deal. So we're pretty happy to do that. Uh, we'll go ahead and get K Command in there just to have a 2 for 1, but the most important thing is going to be the Achiots, because the Achiots are going to keep him from playing his Bring to Light and tutoring his deck for anything. Out of the sideboard, we're going to take out all the Fatal Pushes, and, I think all of the Dusk Legion Zealots. Usually Dusk Legion Zealot is kind of a filler anyways. We want our bigger removal for some of their bigger creatures. Obviously the main stuff. Henrika's a 2 for 1. Queen Spade's 2 for 1. So we're happy to keep those. And let's do it. All right, I will go first. It's on 23 minutes to our 20 minutes, so we gotta kind of play a little bit tighter so that we can get this time equity back, because that's going to be pretty important in this game. It's going to be a long game. Since we're on the play, we just did a lot of interaction, but no actual threat. So I think we're just going to go ahead and mulligan this. We have a threat. Feels a little bit more of the same, but we'll keep this. And we can put back. We got double Thoughtseize, but we'll put back a Collective Brutality here. We're gonna try and make this game fair, Chad. Our opponent's also mulligan to 6, which is good for us. They kept a pretty land heavy hand, just a way to just start getting set up, which I'm sure he knows as well as I. We're going to be going into the long game for this, so there's no need to be in a rush. So Sapara's headquarters is gone. A Sorin. Okay, that's going to increase our clock considerably. Let's see what you've gotten from that. Just another land here. All right. None of those. Sinful. So great thing about Henrika is we can cheat that into play. What? Oh, meet MTG. Yo, bringing in the 166. Yo, let's hear it for you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're just getting in there with some Pizza Hut vampires, as we call it. Thank you so much for the raid. This is impressive. Welcome everyone from MTG Meet MTG stream. Oh, hope you guys won your games if y'all were playing a league today. We're 2-0 with this deck so far. We're just going to go ahead and cheat out the Henrika. If you guys in the raid are unaware, we are playing a very spicy brew of the vampire deck. But we 5-0'd last time we played this deck, and every time we saw Henrika, we won the game. So we're going to see if we can continue that streak. So we're gonna go ahead and draw a card and lose a life with this. Got a Liliana. Okay, good stuff. So our opponent has nothing but lands in hand so far, but it looks like he's getting a something. He had a Vanishing Verse. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. If you don't use it with that, then I will be happy. Okay. Oh, but we got our Vein Ripper afterwards, but that is still... that is interesting. I think that we are just going to commit to Liliana here. And also commit to playing a land. We've got ways of getting the Vein Ripper back. Don't you worry, chat. We're gonna discard it for now, but we have our ways. We have our ways. All right, so we'll transform Henrika, get the 3/4 Death Touch Lifelink Flyer. Tax. Yeah, yes, Will. I know. I'm always worried as well. I hope you won your Lorcana games. You look like you were doing all right back there. Okay, Omnath, drawing a card. I played the Sun Petal for that. Two cards in hand. They should. Okay, yeah, there we go. I missed the proving ground as well. But we're definitely gonna make them sack that stupid thing. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and just play this tapped. Hidden text on this card, we'll just go ahead and use its fire breathing. Give it a +1 to its power. It gets +1 to its to the power of each creature with flying, death touch, and or lifelink. So it's gonna help us increase the clock on this deck. It's two cards I don't know about. Let's see. Hopefully he's not playing a real card. Oh, it's pillaged. Interesting. Pillaged the bog down. He hasn't made his land drop, so I'm surprised he didn't just make it. I guess he can get more information about what he actually wants. Hmm. And then make. So that makes me think that he has another land in hand. Because he's not sure exactly what land he wants to play. Oh wait, did I miss him pitching the mountain? I may have missed him pitching the mountain. Oh, of course, for Liliana. Okay, no. Okay. Drawing cards, doing good stuff, getting lands. A Sorin. Okay, well, Sorin's fine. Sorin's gonna help us increase our clock a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and plus. Target Henrika. Each of us discard a card. You discard from this opponent. Comet becomes a meteor. The droplet key comes a wave. I don't know if if any of you guys are on TikTok, but there's a new song that's getting super popular on there called Underworlds, and it's from this concept album called Epic. I think it's just called Epic, the concept album. It's basically an album telling the story of the Odyssey in song form. It is probably one of my favorite things that I've heard in music, and I can't wait to see what else that guy does. He's not finished with it yet. It's like a four. I think he's on part four of the series now. There's 6 songs per part or per saga. Oh my God! Wait a minute. What did he get to his hand? I need to pay more attention. So we revealed all these. So he's got Nahiri. Um, He's played the Godless Shrine, or no, he hadn't even gotten Godless Shrine. So he's got Nahiri and Bring to Light in hand. Okay, that is gonna be a problem. Another Sorin. I think we. Well, first off, we're making him sacrifice. That's a certainty. Uh, if we plus here, we can plus and I'm gonna get Nahiri or Bring to Light out. But I think we don't have much of a choice. We'll just go ahead and plus, and then do we just play Sorin and plus again? A 9, 7. Problem is that like if he plays Nahiri, then he can just simply kill this. If he plays a Bring to Light, he can find anything he wants. I'm tempted to just attack. And Fire Breathe. I'm to 6. But then we'd have to find another. Basically, we're in a market where we had to find another vampire either way. So I will go ahead and do that. And then maybe if he doesn't do anything about the Enrica, then I mean, honestly, he has to. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. But we are in the market for trying to find another removal spell for it. So we put on a 3, need to find another vampire. Y'all let me know if I'm stupid, chat, please. Please see if I miss something in this spot. But I feel like we just have to get lucky here either way. Yeah. So it is tapped. Exiles this. It's got 3 cards in hand. And a helix on that. Unfortunate. So we can't. That's so that is we're out of outs for that. Guess let's just go ahead and just play the Fable. He's got Bring to Light, so we're honestly not in a great position. I think this might be our first loss on Moto with this deck. Yay, Will, you're back. Appreciate it. Well, you came back just in time for us to possibly get bodied in game 2. Yeah, it's not looking great. So he's tapping his mana, particularly. Hooray! Yeah. Ooh, alright. So cast it for 5. Let's see what special stuff he gets. I wonder if we missed any. We haven't really missed any damage for the most part. Just kind of need to get a lot better pressure. Interesting. Went for Niv Mizzet. Okay. You hit another Bring to Light and a Cosmic Rebirth from that? Valky count? Valky doesn't count, I don't think. Yeah. Alright. He exiled, exiled my enchantment. Fair, fair, fair. Fair opponent. How do we get out of this? How do we get out of this? Shut. Queensbay? Queensbay Paladin would have helped us out to get the Ripper back. But he's got Cosmic Reaper and I guess we're just gonna bless on the Goblin. Force a trade if he wants to. Maybe we'll at least close the gap a little bit. Um. We'll hold this land just in case we draw Blood Tithe and make a token. Sweet. Drawing 2 cards. If they weren't at 4, then we would not be continuing this game, chat. You would be out of here, but we're at least going to make them do the thing. Alright, and they're getting Lotus. Okay. 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 And a Fable Passage. You know what? I know what I'm guy. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you. Close stuff. Close stuff, close stuff. So that puts us at 2-1. All right. We're just going to go ahead and plow ahead. Actually, you know what? We're going to, since we got some new viewers here, we're going to go ahead and show off the deck real quick. All right, so this is it. This is a 75. As you can see, just normal vampire stuff. Normal vampire stuff. Nothing more to see. We got the Vein Rippers, we got the Sorens, we got the Bloodtov, we got the Fables. Nothing more to see here, though. Nothing more. Nothing. Ignore all of these cards here. This card. Ignore all of these cards here. You don't need to know anything about these. You don't need to know. You don't need to know any of that stuff. Uh, Ignore all of these sideboard cards as well. They're all garbage, as you can see. We're not going to be doing that great. All right, but back to the games. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, please let me know, and please also tell me how stupid I am. But it's been doing well, so we'll work with it. What up, Johnny? The value is starting to roll. Yeah, the value is starting to roll. That was the first game that we lost with Henrika out on the battlefield. That was a rough one. I need the knuckle blades, the savage knuckle blades. We are like two colors in a dream away from that already. Like you're so far away from it. Savage knuckle blade is a cool one. I sent you that video of that. Who was it? I think it was Doom, or I sent you a screenshot of Doomwake walking away from his stream because opponent beat him down with two Savage Knuckle Blades and he couldn't beat it. Pretty intense. I loved it. It was hilarious. I used to love Savage Knuckle Blade, man. Back when cons came out, back when I was a young grinder. Oh, that was a time, man, trying to make that card work. I played that. I think I played that card with Collected Company back when it first came out. And I think back then I was playing like this Abzan Warrior deck with Collected Company. You just like get all of your warriors out. They had like some like two half lords. It was really weird. One lord like pumped all of the warriors' power and one pumped all of their toughness. And then they had their own like Hell Rider basically. It was like I forget what the name of the card is. It was three in a black. Y'all help me out, chat. If y'all know the name of this card, three in a black. Uh, it was a warrior 3/3. Every time you were attacked, or whenever a warrior attacked, your opponent lost one life and you gained one life. And it had some other thing. No, it's not Savage Knuckle Blade. Matchmaking failed. Uh, we lost an AQ, increase man. Okay, all right. So, oh, matchmaking failed. It feels like I'm playing Warzone again. Oh God, that's what I should be doing right now. I should be playing Warzone ranked with my buddies. I don't know if Chris, if you're still here, I'm sorry I'm letting you down. Couldn't get double 5-0. Yeah, the Niftalite deck is a rough one for any mid-range deck. Like any Yorion deck, you're just gonna have a real hard time with. What's my Warzone rank? It's Plat 3. I'm on like the cusp of Diamond 1 and I think level 16, I want to say. So it's not too bad. Trash can too. Oh man, you gotta hop on with us, man. We could get you ranked up. You just gotta, like I said, you gotta put in the time, baby. Uh, I know we got the queue. We got the sound saying that our match was ready. Did it fail again? I might want to restart again. Yeah, plat is pretty solid. I tell you, man, like as soon as you like get out of plat and you get to diamond, you start like getting like shoved into those crimson lobbies, and it's just, oh my God, you've never seen like sweatier players in your whole life. Ah, man, dang, we were like re-queuing again. Oh, good God. Okay. Hmm. Nobody wants to play us. All right, we're there. All right, sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there. We lost a few of you in this when we started talking about Warzone. I get it. I get it. You came here to see me sling spells, not sling bullets. I got you. All right. Well, we're not on the play this time, but we got a solid hand. Solid keeper. What do we have? Is it Yorion? No, it's Giganta. Yeah, and this will be a fine keep against a Giganta deck. It'll be okay. I mean, just got a little disruption, a little bit of in Blood Tithe to kill some stuff possibly, and then Henrika hopefully to get us back into the game. Just not sure which one it is. Ooh. So we're playing against Heroic possibly. So Thoughtseize seems like it's going to be pretty good. We're just gonna take whatever creature he has, because he's Molt to 5. Interesting. Interesting indeed. He kept hexproof thing. I wonder. I wonder if it's better to just like take away his cantrip and keep him from finding stuff. But it's probably better just to take away the Lauren's escape, just so that our kill spells do stuff. Yeah, between a, I don't, like there's the fact where like if we just like keep him from off of his creatures, then like the rest of these except for anger don't do anything because he's probably going to use anger as a cantrip right here when I play my creature just to do need red just to have something to do and find something. But we're in a good solid spot here because we also drew a blot out. David Vo, what up? Brutal Horde Chief. Thank you so much, David. Brutal Horde Chief is the card I'm thinking of. All right, he didn't draw a creature. All right, we're going to the next one. Going to the sideboard here. Jeez, I couldn't think of a card. Yeah, no, I played like a playset of it forever. I think I actually still have that card, like somewhere in one of my boxes up there. Oh God. Let's refer back to this guide real quick just to make sure that I'm doing this right. I think we're supposed to board in like we did with Ensoul artifacts, so the collective brutalities and the Legion's End coming in, Liliana, Gix's Command, and Torch the Tower, as well as K Commands. I guess we have stuff that we want to take out, so K Command's probably fine to take out. There's a certain point when maybe we want Thoughtseize, but I don't think so. Thoughtseize and Zealot and Queensbay. Now, I've been considering other options with this sideboard. So I've started like keeping in Dust Legion Zealot for some of the creature matchups to be able to fling them with Sorin. Uh, but I'm just gonna stick to the guide and try this out. Josh, the intern, what up, man? What's up? What's going on? How you doing? Just just sunny after a baby day. A bad day. Okay, a bad day. All right. Well, Daddy Dunham's here to give you some good content. TLC. We're up a game. We're 2-1 right now. Uh, and hopefully making it 3-1 here. Uh, it's got interaction, which I like. It just doesn't have the red. But we are on the draw, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and keep this. It's called a Vein Ripper. Yes, you're right. Like every time I see a hand with Sorin and it's the mana, I'm just like, all right, we're gonna get there. It's fine. Yes, the new goodness. Hope you're ready for it. All right, sweet. And this black lane is Urborg. That's also I'm glad we put in the. Hey, you know what? Never not had it. Never not had it. We're just gonna go ahead and use the Torch the Tower here as the most efficient removal spell. Be able to exile it. I don't think we're too concerned with exiling stuff from their deck. A Swift Spear. Get in there with the kicks. All right. And a Mutavault. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point in the game. There was a world where like we could have like if we played Urborg first and we played Mutavault, then we could have if they would have attacked, we could have animated Mutavault and like forced the unfavorable trade. All right, and we are just going to take this and see if they do anything. No, okay. So here is where you want to make them use their spells. So it's kind of like I don't know if you guys have played old school Infect, where you want to force them to use their cards in hand, and if they don't do anything at the end step, then you just simply target their stuff and try and get it off the battlefield. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, go for the throat. Go with the Dreadhorde Arcanist here. Dreadhorde Arcanist a little annoying. I'd rather be able to kill this thing first. So yeah, so if we would have tried to kill it during combat, then he would have hit us for another extra point of damage. This way we're able to save a little bit of life and get them off the battlefield at the same time. And I am going to go ahead and kill this thing now. And then next turn, depending on like where they are at, we can play Sorin. Oh, you're just going to go for damage, I see. Oh, they're just gonna get in there. Oh, and get the Giganta back. Okay, but this is perfect though, because now they're tapped out. I will take this chunk of life here, but I'm going to gain it back by playing Sorin and animating the Mutavault. The question is, do I still do that now in this spot? I don't have to. I think I possibly will, just to keep my instant speed removal relevant. Because we're still just going to have our mana, so it will be perfectly fine. So we'll animate, and then plus 2 sec, target this thing, get it off the battlefield. Okay. By itself now. Alright, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, honestly, our opponent kind of looks like he had a little bit of bad luck at a certain point. We just kind of had our kill spells and did our thing, so that's the problem with the heroic deck sometimes. If they just don't have the right protection for this matchup, then it's just not going to be very good. But we're 3-1. 3-1. Let's see if we can make it a 4-1 by the end of this. We're just gonna run back into it. It's part of the game, maybe. All right, and we're on to play for this one. Let's go. Let's see if we can finish this strong. We got a pretty strong hand. We're just gonna go ahead and keep it. Nice mid-range hand here. Good across the board. There's no companions we have to worry about. So hopefully it's just going to be fair. We've been playing all pretty meta decks so far. So let's see what we play for this last round. Thanks guys for everybody who stuck through and watched it go. Oh god, I hate playing against this deck. I feel like I never have enough for it. Okay. Oh, for Thoughtseize. Unfortunately, they have double Innkeeper Um, which is unfortunate. I'm tempted to just take the Chord of Calling in that case. Uh, Reservoir we don't have to worry about until they actually get the combo. Sure. We'll go ahead and take the Chord of Calling here. Yeah, you would think that a deck like this would be very good against Somalia, but it honestly does not feel that great anytime I play against. They've got so much recursion and tutoring and collected companies. All their most of their stuff is like 2-for-1s, and once they get the combo out, then you're not feeling too great. That's at least how I felt when I was playing the mid-range version of this. Maybe the vampire version be a little better. Let's just go ahead and draw. See if we get something. All right. Well, we have insulation against their combo at least. So let's mark off to Razor Verge. So they still have Boseiju and Temple Garden. They drew a Takanuma. Yep. Keeper. You're right. You just don't get comboed. You would think it would be so simple. You would think it would all be so simple. Alright, so they use one of their innkeepers, another land. With what they with what I know they have in hand, which is literally everything, we have perfect information. I think I'm gonna just go with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Just so that we can kind of get some stuff going and try and hopefully flip this Fable early and have some backup for it at the same time. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold this Dust Legion until I'm not gonna just offer a trade for it just because we can get a Sorin and use it as Helix fodder. All right, we wait. Opponent's thinking about his life choices. Shaman's gonna be good for giving us a treasure to kill this Sentinel, the Nameless City. That is gonna be fortunate. Have you top decked something amazing, opponent? I top deck a Plains. Alright, and he's playing his Sentinel. Sure. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Great card. Gives a ton of stuff. So we can cut the Sentinel out. So again, we have perfect information. They're probably thinking if they wanted to use the Boseiju on the Fable, I guess. Ugh. Another land. Alright, let's get these lands out of here. Yes, I would like to use the ability. Pitch 2. Alright, sweet. So we got a Vein Ripper, which is not nothing. We can... What I'm gonna do is just attack with the Goblin Shaman. Do I have a stop? Yeah, I have my stops. I'm gonna attack, get the treasure, and then use the treasure to push the Sentinel, so he doesn't have good blocks. Would you like to double block? You would. Interesting. I will do that, and I will just go ahead and push I'll push this, just so I can keep. I need to keep my shaman back, or I need to keep my shaman out, so that I can ramp to the Ripper. Okay. Deep Cavern Bat. No, the main deck Deep Cavern. Hoisted by my own petard. All right. He's going to map it, get a mana confluence. Again, still just I think have perfect information. Pretty sure he still has a prosperous innkeeper in hand. Um, do we get the good stuff? Yeah, that's what we like to see. That is why we keep the Dusk Legion Zealot. So, play, play. Let's go ahead and plus and flang. You give me my guy back. Um, Play land, combat, attack with the goblin. Okay. Alright, so next turn, I'm pretty sure he's gonna besage you my reflection at some point. I don't know when. He's going to. Uh, so we can't expect to just what is this? Mm, mm. Okay, the innkeeper. All right. So we probably don't know a card in his hand. He's interesting. And Adina. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And you still got the Aetherflux Reservoir in hand. Hmm. Even more interesting. So we are going to. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and minus the Sorin here and put in the Vein Ripper. I imagine he's going to, yep, use the Beseiju on this now. Sure. Let's go ahead and copy this. Don't think there's anything wrong with that here. Yes, I would like to use it. Let's go ahead and get a Blood Crypt tapped. Right? Yeah. I'll get it tapped. Just put in the Ripper. Put in the Henrika. And Henrika's gonna have us both sacrifice a creature. And I will sacrifice the copy of the Shaman that I just made. What you got, opponent? I am taking away your pieces one by one. Inch by inch. Now don't Coco, and make me regret everything about my life. This is how I lose. Alright, sweet. Okay. We'll take those, guys. We'll take those. And we will proceed to board in our entire sideboard because I do not like playing against this matchup. It always feels horrible. We're gonna bring in brutalities, the Legion's End, not the Lilianas, I don't believe. And then Culligan's command, or excuse me, Gix's command. Culligan's command as well, another targeted removal spell. And then the Torch of Towers and Ashiok. Ashiok is good for getting rid of the graveyard as well as keeping them from searching their libraries with Court of Calling and with Fauna Shaman out the board. But we are going to be actually taking out a good bit of our uh, win conditions. Basically because they just don't interact super well, and if we're able to just get like Ripper and Sorn or even like Bloodtithe Harvester, we're gonna be in a pretty solid spot. Let me see. Fable, I think we got to take out the blots here. And then Henry got one of the cards. Yeah, I took out. This is also a new sideboard configuration we're trying out. It's possible that just because we had recently added K command that it may not be worth it. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna miss Fable 2 too badly, but we're just going to since we're this is testing, we're gonna test this out, see how well it goes. They cocoed into a combo, you think they need be you get their IP address. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm so like computer illiterate, I swear. Uh, mm, it is fine. We'll keep this. Well, you know what? We will keep this. We have some type of interaction in Thoughtseize. We're not expecting to lose the game super quickly, especially when we can take out their pieces. And we both kept 7. We'll draw. Legion's End. That is going to be great. And Thoughtseize is going to inform our Legion's End a little bit. This is interesting. So, they don't have white mana right now. So I think I'm gonna take the Prosperous Innkeeper. I'm sure they're trying to like use it for mana. And then the return to the ranks is gonna be excellent. A Deep Cavern Bat. Oh man, what a top deck. Alright. Yep. Look at my stuff. Yep. I'm gonna take the Legion's End here. They push. Better be looking good, chat. That's all I say. Better be to be lucky than good. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this thing now so he can't use Tamiyo's safekeeping on it. Okay, and the Wild Growth Walker. Sure. Let me this the Walker, so he's got one unknown card that's not a land in hand. We'll play the red side of this. The question is, do we Legion's End here, or do we want to just go ahead and resolve an Ashiok? Ashiok doesn't really do anything. We'll just go ahead and just use Legion's End here. Sure. Oh yeah, double Amalia in hand. That would have been nice. Nice to take with that. Give it to someone. Oh man. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength, me and you, Will. Alright, well, Thoughtseize. That's gonna be sweet. So let's castle. Go ahead and Thoughtseize now. Got a Chord of Calling, which isn't going to do anything. I think that it's possible that Tamiyo's Safekeeping may be the most threatening card here, because I just have Ashiok to keep him from using the other half of his deck. I'm gonna just go ahead and make him exile his grave now. So he found his white source finally. He is going to get the Amalia. Amalia Benavides Aguilera Aguirre. Aguirre. Excuse me. I'm horrible with that. Okay. Is there a reason why we want to? A reason why we don't, right? So let's just play this to see what we get. Maybe we get a Vein Ripper? No, we don't. It's alright. We'll just go ahead and use it as removal fodder here just to take away. Yeah, sure, to just take it. Give him less options to do stuff. Yeah, so we'll pay the life. And I will plus just to get it out of the graveyard. What things does he have in exile now? Um, yeah, extraction specialist, 2 Sentinel to Nameless Cities, so we don't have to worry about that half of the mid-range deck. We got that, so we do know about the Cord and the Return to Ranks, both dead cards, thanks to this thing. Hmm. It might not be dead for long. Interesting. So we're kind of needing to find a removal spell for this thing. So let's go ahead and just use this. Black, black. There's nothing with double black in my deck, I don't believe. So I will draw and go for the throat. Do we use it now? Yeah, sure, use it now. Just in case he draws a, okay. Yes, I will pay. Okay. And, again, exile it from the grave. Alright. We took a collected company. We've gotten 2 collective companies from his deck with this. So now he's in full top deck mode. Yes, Ashiok is a baddie. You're absolutely correct. Okay, pretty good control of this game so far. Unless he has a top deck collected company, then that would be very sad. The sad boy. Well, I'm thinking if I want to pay the life to bring this in untapped or not, and I don't. I think that I won't because I have significantly less 3 mana cards to do anything with that. So we'll just go ahead and use the castle, draw into a land. Do we Ashiok here? If he has company, then he can just kill it. More than likely. There's nothing that deals direct damage to this thing, and I think it being at 2 is probably no different than being at 1, so I will just go ahead and do it and see if I can't take anything more relevant. I didn't take anything relevant with that, unfortunately. And with Beseiju. Aether Flux Reservoir. Okay. More lands. I don't have many more times where I can do that. I also forgot to plus the Sorin back there. But... hmm. Well, this Urborg... Let's see, I go to 5. I think that I'm still okay with that. There's nothing that I have to worry too much about. Okay, a Zealot. That is good. So we're actually getting stuff that we can use in this game. Okay. We'll just go ahead and plus the Zealot here. So we can finally start getting in with attacks. In hindsight, I think we could have probably left that last counter on the Ashiok, just in case he starts filling up his graveyard again, so that we can keep it around. I'll have to just remember that for next time. Well, we've got the stuff. Is there any reason why I would prefer to minus? All right. Well, you know what? I think he just got the vibe. I think he just got the vibe that we drew it. So 4-1. Okay, okay. All right, that was a good league. That was a very, very good league. We played against Phoenix, played against Insel Artifact, played against Niv to Light. Boros Heroic, and then the Amalia deck. So all pretty solid decks. Niftalite, just always, you just got to take that L. Like, Niftalite's just always going to be hard to kind of beat with this deck, no matter what configuration you have. But it's really good. All right, let's go see. Let's see if we got anything in these chests. That's what I want to see. Let's open up some of these. Is it loading? Yes, I am sure I want to open the chest. I got you. I got you. I will send your request, Will Hargett. Uh, they could smell. Yeah, they could smell it. They didn't know I was sitting there. They were like, "He's got it. I just know it. I can't. I can't with it anymore." All right, so these are whatever. Well, you got 5 from that. Uh, open something good. 5 again. All right. Oh, not great. Not great cards. Let's see what else we got. They're here for the gamble. 65. Yeah, let's go. All right. The city and whatever the hell this thing is. Oh god, no. It's nothing. It's nothing. All right, sweet. Well, 2 more. Maybe we can make our money back even from the chest alone. Another 5. Okay, okay. So that's 75 right now just from the chest. Nothing great. Spellbook vendor is maybe playable in standard. Not really. All right, and the last one. 15. Okay, so we got 90 play points from that. Throne of the God Pharaoh is how we're feeling right now with this deck. It's been on a pretty good run. We'll just chalk this up to we wanted to not get the 5-0 so people couldn't get the updated list. That's exclusively for you guys. Um, but yeah, I think that that's gonna be it. Again, this is the updated Pizza Hut vampires. We're just trying to out Pizza Hut the Hut with this one. Henrika and Queens Bay Paladin just to have extra vampires that are super duper good. Queens Bay basically like Sun Titan for vampires. So that's always excellent. And then Henrika just has all these super super relevant modes. Blot out in the main deck for the mirror matches, and honestly, just so many decks like Blot out is super duper good again, so we went ahead and put it in the main. Uh, and then the sideboard special guest or Collective Brutality, which we were trying out this league. It seemed okay. It did okay. It looked like just as about as good as um, Duress in the games that we played it in. Uh, I was much happier to have it so that I could actually kill creatures with it instead. So that was a nice, refreshing thing to have. So we're gonna test that a little bit more and make sure that that's what we want to be doing. Legion's End looked pretty decent there. Like in the spots that we saw it, it would have just been like a board wipe. I think if it wasn't this, then it would be something like Past Apparel or maybe even Vampire's Vengeance. Been trying to test that card to see if it was any good. Uh, Geeks Command just proven itself to be good as always. K Command didn't show out too much in those games. Uh, I don't know. It seemed like it would be okay, but it's possible that I may just miss the second Liliana in some spots. But I think the artifact removal is still going to be kind of worth it. So yeah, this is the deck. We did great. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who got rated with me, MTG, and Hargett stream. Appreciate you guys sticking through. He's kept on 77 of you guys, so appreciate all the love. I hope you really enjoy yourself. Watch out for this video on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter on Southern Magic at Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I don't know if we have anything TikTok relevant for this one, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And you can follow me. I'm David Dunham on at untold_riches7 on Twitter. I don't DM me. I probably won't find it, but at least don't feel bad if I don't respond directly to your DMs on Twitter, please. Like, send it through. Send it if you have questions. Send it through the Southern Magic page, and they'll let me know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and hope you guys enjoy yourself. We'll see if we can find somebody to raid. In fact, Will, you might need to call me because I actually don't know how to rate anybody from. This is honestly like my first time streaming by myself, guys, so I apologize. Uh, how do you rate somebody from this goddamn system? Uh, oh no. Yes, yes, please, please. You guys didn't teach me that part. Just hop in if you want. I'm in the Discord. You can hop in the Discord.
Hello?
Yo, dude, what up?
Hey, let me,
All right, let me see.
hey, let me mute. Let me mute. Go to,
Oh, hold on.
who are you wanting to raid?
I haven't even found anybody that I've wanted to raid yet.
Find somebody you want to raid real quick and I can help you out.
Feel like fucking somebody's grandfather. Yeah. Why can I? So you give me the option to like share my screen. Oh no, it is share my screen on here. So I just had to find who I want to raid. Chat, do you guys have any suggestions for who to raid?
Go to,
Hook me up. Ken Bud.
basically pick somebody you want to raid. And then I just sent you a command. Just enter that in chat. That should work. And if it doesn't work, then we can just go to Twitch and do it the easy way.
You sent it to me on what?
Discord.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Is there a Ken Bud that's currently raiding, or is that just a feeder dream that I had?
That's Ken.
Oh, it is Ken. Oh, okay. Sorry, dude. No, my bad. I was that was your suggestion. Holy shit. What up, dude? Um, what did you say? When did Black Sheep start raiding the stream? I don't know when he started streaming either. It's not me. Shit. I don't have my hair anymore, so people can't call me Teferi.
I mean, do you want to raid a magic streamer or do you want to just raid whoever? Or...
I prefer to raid a Magic streamer. You know, give these people what they want. And Senpai Magic Brad. That guy. No, that's not Magic.
Uh,
I'm just looking at my recommended channels.
you can rate XJ Cloud.
SJ Cloud. Yeah, sure. All right. So let me see. Where is the command?
There, I can copy paste it so that way you can just do it if you want.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm not that old.
Okay.
I'm only 30.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. All right, so just type it into the chat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Enter that.
you said what was his name?
XJ Cloud.
Hmm, it's not pulling up. The Yeah, I typed in XJ Cloud. It's not he's not pulling up. Or do I just like put his name in and that's fine?
You just put his name in.
Okay, and then it'll automatically search it. All right, cool. Well, we will go ahead and raid XJ Cloud then, guys. Go ahead.
You should just enter it in right now and the timer should start.
Something to join Twitch. Wait, what?
Alright,
No.
one second, I'll do it.
I was about to say, I was like, why does it tell me to sign up on here? It's weird.
Just make it weird.
Is this thing not signed into Twitch from where it's at? Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I can do it. Cool. Alright. I don't know if they can hear me, but we're going over.
They may be. All right. Well, appreciate it, guys, again, and say hey to XJ for me. All right. Sweet. Peace out.
Let's go over to their channel. Work.
Okay. Are we able to type in their stream from here?
You probably need to go to their chat. Let's see.
Did you just type in raid? 'Cause I think it may have. Oh, okay.
You do need to end your stream now.
All right. Sweet.